robust urban garlic flavor.
Robust content. That's right. It is robust.
Today we're going to be talking about Phil working out. Yeah, I know. It's very mundane sounding, but here's the thing. Phil makes things so weird and so awkward that it becomes this whole laughingstock festivity. So let's see how Phil plans to be a Mr. Macho Man, or I don't know, or his family of Jasper Kitty and Cat, who is allegedly in the snort fort still.
People really like sending kicks on Kick. And the thing is, earlier this week, I set up a weekly subs goal of 250 subs, right? And the funny part is, if you look right now, we're at Thursday out of Friday, right? And sadly, we're not even close to hitting that goal. We're at like about 50 subs out of the 250 I wanted to hit. But the funny part is, a lot of people have been sending kicks this week. So I think because the kicks just got instituted and now we have pop-ups for the kicks, people are getting really excited for kicks. So I'm not upset at all that, you know, I'm not getting subs. Like, I honestly don't even really care. It kind of thwarted the idea of having a goal when the goal was based on, oh, that's the only way you can support on Kick, and now people are supporting it another way. You know what I mean? So it's all good. Thank you, supportive support did another, oh, and there's another one. Now we're up to $4 of support. Thank you.
Yeah, but Phil, it's people giving you $1 at a time instead of a kick sub, which is $5 at a time. And guess what? A successful streamer would be able to get them both at the same time, not having people pick and choose one or the other. There would be like a ton of people willing to give subs and kicks at the same time.
Thank you. No, it's not that I'm not going to have goals anymore. It's basically that we need to basically balance them properly so they make sense. Like, if I'm gonna have a subs goal, then it should be more reasonable. Overall, remember, that was the only way to support me on Kick. So that's why I'd set the goal like that. But now people are supporting in other ways, so why would I be upset? I'm not going to be. Supportive support again, wow. Supportive support is being very supportive with their support. Thank you, supportive support.
He picks like the most annoying sound clips and then he has them play out for like a month. He doesn't cycle between them.
Wait, I think supportive support is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we had the vassal. So actually we're up to $6 of support this morning. Yes, everyone. So here's the deal. You guys have been absolutely amazing with support for Silksong. All along, you have been, right?
Yeah, they were so supportive that Phil wage quit Silksong the first full stream of it he did. But then, you know, he got bullied into bringing it back in, and Only Iced Coffee has been supporting it ever since.
So, let's keep that going. Please, let's get support for Silksong today. I've loved keeping this in the rotation as a daytime stream because it allows us to have these big chunky streams of tons of gameplay. So, please support Silksong today. Let's hit our goal easily today and keep the support rolling for Silksong, right? Am I afraid of working out on stream? Afraid is not the word for it. There's 2 reasons why I'm not going to work out on stream.
Like, come on, we know Phil's never going to work out. He won't even play Ring Fit. The thing is, it's because he's cramped in that room. There's no space for him to work out there. You think he's going to, like, completely rearrange his whole office space to do that? No. It would take him, like, 12 days to do, and he'd do it all on stream. It would be boring.
Reason number 1 is because, quite frankly, people who want to watch other people work out like that are usually, like, attracted to the person. That's why you have all these simping people who throw money at people working out online and and I don't want people...
I mean, some people do it to actually watch the form and see if they make the correct things, but if you're talking about live streams, yeah, that's probably it.
Simping in that way towards me. I'm a married man.
Yeah, you heard it from the horse's mouth. Phil's a married man, so he can't do anything interesting or exciting on stream ever. He can't even look at video game characters if they happen to be female. Does any of this make sense? No. And knowing how delusional Phil is, he probably thinks he looks really good, where he just looks like an average man who's eating a little too much.
I think that would be quite disturbing. That's number 1. Number 2, the other side of the equation is that no matter how well I work out, if I was doing everything absolutely perfectly and I was lifting good amount of weight and my form was great and all that was good, right? People would still say it's bad because that's the whole idea.
Yeah, but who cares about the people? The only people you really should be concerned about is whether your audience finds it entertaining or not. And honestly, I don't think you working out would be entertaining to your audience. It would be entertaining to the trolls, but not your fans.
With these idiots online. It's never good enough no matter what you do. And I'm not going to have them saying dumb about my workouts. Obviously, the workouts are working, right?
Oh my god, this idiot is flexing again. He doesn't realize that every time he does it, it just makes him look so childish. He's like a teenager that got his first like chest hair or beard hair, and he like can't help himself but show it off to everybody. Like, dude, nobody cares. You're an old hairy man, go away.
Like, obviously, look how much muscle mass I've put on. These arms used to have zero muscle on them, and now the muscle's back. I'm losing a ton of weight. My core is like rock hard now, which is great.
Yep, you heard it from Philip. He now has a six-pack. Absolutely. Like, if you press into your abdomen, when you get to those muscles, they will always feel like they're ripped, or like they're tight, or like they're dense, or whatever. So he's probably poking into his belly and thinking like, oh, I must have a six-pack underneath all this fat. It's because your core is where most of your organs are. You need something to hold them together, otherwise you'd be a pancake on the floor.
So all these improvements, I'm not going to let other people try to dump on me and all the work that I've done and the work that I'm going to continue to do for quite a while. I can't wait to keep going for the next, years and have myself basically get back to the form that I was in my 20s,
All right, the 310 departure to Crazy Town is on schedule because this is just pure lunacy. Yeah, who even knows if he's doing these exercises or not?
So there's no point in sharing a workout when all people want to do is basically be toxic and negative about it. If you want to talk to me about the workout, I'll talk to you about it. That's fine. But I'm not going to share the actual physical activity of it. That simple.
He could just say, I'm not bringing all the workout equipment into my office and just leave it at that. But he has to go on this whole tirade about it.
Stuberto, that's exactly what it is. He says, what happened to aging gracefully? Now you want to be 20 again? It's not that I want to be 20 again. It's that I know I'm not 20. And if I want to extend my life for the sake of my family and myself, I need to start doing these things to make myself healthy again, right? So that's why I'm doing it.
At least this part is sensible, but he ruins it by just going on and on about it.
And then, by the way, Vasil said in chat, that's always for the best, and that's the best attitude to have. Working out for your health journey is much more important about yourself than everyone else's opinion. Exactly. Again, unless you're like a Adonis, like Arnold Schwarzenegger used to be when he was in competition, people are going to dump on you.
No, people are going to be dumping on you because you won't stop talking about this. And your dark side filled the lolcow, so they would love for you to take your shirt off.
And that's it. I'm not doing that. I'm not taking any protein supplements or anything. At most, sometimes I have a protein bar. That's it. Everything else is just my normal diet and everything, but I'm working out, and that's why I'm not going to have giant gains.
I could see this guy trying to bench 200 pounds without a squatter.
I'm not taking insane supplements, and I'm not doing any of that. So I'm just working out naturally with weights, free weights, and seeing what happens. And quite honestly, it's been great. Like I said, it's actually been great. Like I got all my muscles from my 20s are coming back. Slowly, but they are coming back. Remember, this arm used to have nothing on it at all, right? And now it's actually got tone and everything, and I've got strength back, and it's awesome.
So how long do you think Phil has been holding off telling us that he's been working out because he really wants to brag about it? Or do you even think he works out at all?
No, I told you, I'm not doing any of that. I didn't buy protein powder, creatine, nothing. Every once in a while, I eat the energy bar, the Quest energy bar, and that's it.
The energy bar, or what? Did you buy like a workout package or something like that where they give you all the weights and then they give you a guide and then they give you food supplements as well?
No, that's absolutely true as well. The villain says after a certain age, when you hit your 40s, your level, all your levels drop and it's harder to build muscle. It's true. It's absolutely true. It's like I said, if I actually hadn't worked out earlier in my life, I wouldn't have even gotten this muscle back as soon as I did. Like, it would have been hard to build muscle from scratch, but these muscles I had, I just hadn't been using them for so long, but I got them back into shape.
Phil, if you don't use your muscles for long enough, they will atrophy in mass. You working out in your 20s didn't really help you much with working out in your 40s. You could argue it's muscle memory if that's even a thing, but you working out in your 20s doesn't necessarily mean you put on muscle mass and tone faster in your 40s than you would have if you didn't. Like, he's acting like the muscles in his body just aren't there. The reality is they aren't doing the same type of resistance. You're still moving your muscles around, they're still working, it's just that they're not going to be huge.
Thankfully. It's easier for me because I'm someone who had muscle mass in his youth. Someone who never had it, good luck.
Phil, it's been like, what, 10 plus years since you last worked out, so I don't know. I don't think you're going to be in any other advantage besides that you've done it before and that you have memories of it, so you know what exercises to do. And I think it's also like a cognitive thing where it's like you've been doing something and you have experience, so you think that, hey, I'm doing it better than ever before, even though it's just your perception that changed a little. Especially if it's something that you haven't done in a long time.
No, stop saying stupid. I already said I'm not taking anything. I don't want to.
Are you kidding me? He's definitely not taking steroids or testosterone, though that could explain why he's been angrier recently. Except that he's always been pretty angry.
I'm not. Again, I'm doing this for health. I'm doing this for longevity. And I'm doing it for strength so I can actually do things that I should be able to do as an adult male. I'm not doing it to become a giant buff roided idiot who then tries to pretend like he's hot on the internet and then talks down to other people who don't work out. Yeah, I wonder if there's someone like that.
Don't worry, Phil, you're getting there. You already got the talking down part. It's just not usually about working out.
Anyway, that's not what I'm doing it for. I'm doing it for me. And that's the important part.
Yeah, here he says he's doing it for himself. I may be reading a little too into this because this is Phil, but it's also Phil, so let's just have fun with it.
How heavy are the weights I use? They're heavy enough to get me a good workout and a good pump and to work my muscles well. And then when it feels like it's becoming too easy and there's not enough challenge, I increase the reps. But then if it feels like it's becoming even too easy, then I increase the weight. That's how heavy the weights are.
You see, Phil has this incredible skill that whenever he opens his mouth, he sounds like a complete jackanape. And what makes it exponentially worse is he just keeps going on and on and on about it. Like, Phil, just shut up and play the stupid game.
I just find it hilarious that today, at the age of 43, I'm basically looking better than I did the entire time I've been making content on the internet. Like, go back and watch my original videos when I was younger. I look like a big bloated grape. I look like Violet from Willy Wonka when she ate the grape candy and she turned into a giant grape. I look so bloated and gross.
Oompa, loompa, doopity-doo, Philippo now never knows what to do.
And then it's weird because my weight kind of went up and down like this over the years. But finally, I'm at a point where, like, I feel healthy. And it's the first time, like I said, in my 20s, I felt healthy. Then I lost it in my late 20s there when I was working that office job and stuff. That's basically when I started eating really unhealthy. I was eating terrible food 3 meals a day. I was drinking coffee with sugar and cream and all day long. It was awful. I gained a ton of weight.
You know what's ironic about this? At least from his streams, it seems like he's ordering DoorDash and drinking more than ever. I don't know what's happening off the camera, but on camera, he's making some very unhealthy choices. I think he's just coping that we're all pointing out that he has moobs.
Now I look like a deflated grape. At least I look deflated. That's fine with me. I'd rather be a deflated grape than a giant swollen grape, that's for sure. And also, having muscle mass that I can use in my life as opposed to being a giant grape that is weak. Like I said, I used to try to get out of my car and I would hurt my knee. Just standing up out of my car, my knee would go, and I would go, oh my God, shooting pain. Terrible. I don't want to be like that ever again in my life, ever again.
If you live into your 70s, it will happen. Fun fact, for every 1 pound you lose, that is 4 pounds less on your knees.
It's hilarious. Can we see your body? Yes. Here it is. Here's my body. I've put it in front of a camera for you. You can see it. Enjoy.
I am not enjoying this man's body right now.
No, see, this is why this is the perfect time to do it. Someone just said if you're pushing 50, which I am, but not yet. I'm 43. Knee pain is on the way. You're right. And I have historically had bad knees. So now that I've started doing squats, I'm building up all the muscle and it's actually working. Like, for example, if you remember, I used to be streaming and then I go to get up and I go like this. I go, oh, ooh, oh, like that, right? Now, I'm literally just getting up. There's no pain, no popping or cracking in the knees at all. Just like, zoop. No problem at all. Because I'm working out. It's so much better. And same thing, I used to have a hard time even sitting up sometimes. You'd be laying down and you try to sit up. You're like, oh, my back. Now I'm just whoop right away. No problem, no pain. Everything's healthy. It's very nice. That's right. I actually got up from a chair twice and I didn't complain. That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, the thing is, the more sedentary you are, the more bad things will happen to your body. If you're even just getting up and moving, like if you walk for 20 minutes a day, that does wonders. It keeps you from becoming Boogie2988.
It's just sad because with modern streamers, a lot of, you know, that is kind of a rarity. You know, these people sitting around all day not moving. And then, good lord.
They could also help themselves by periodically getting new chairs.
Someone tipped $1 and said, Jesus loves you, God loves you, I'm praying for you. Thanks. That's nice of you. Thank you for the $1. Very nice of you. Doritos soda? I've never had it. I've heard of it, but I've never tried Doritos soda.
Doritos!
I'm well aware of supportive support. He says, Phil could seriously do a body reveal goal for $5,000. People would donate like crazy to see it. I know they would, but I don't care. It's for me and my family. It's not for the public. You know, it's just not. It's not what I'm doing this for. It's not what I'm working out for.
5,000, come on. You know he would charge at least 20,000 to take off his shirt. The joke's on him. Reviews Like USA is doing that for like 50, so he's gonna have to lower his price by a lot. And doesn't anybody find that phrasing so odd? I'm doing this for my family. This is not for the public. Like, what? He's such a peculiar man in the way that he phrases things. And it's not like he's trying to be funny or interesting. It's just how he is.
That's the whitest way of saying Dorito. Well, how would you say it? Jarito? Jarito? I don't know how to say it. How do you pronounce it? I'm not Hispanic. I took Spanish for 2 years in high school, and I could never roll my R's. I can't roll R's at all. I tried so hard to roll my R's with my tongue. I can't do it. Just can't do it at all. Very embarrassing. Everyone else in class is doing it, not me. I couldn't do it. Everyone made fun of me. They said, you're too white. I was like, you're right. I'm just too white, man. Across the chart says, man, we're doing international goals back-to-back now. It seems that's what people want. To be honest, I'm okay with that. I just know that they don't bring in the views. Okay, so for example, the latest DSP Tries It that we just did, which was now 2 days ago, right? Just about 2 days ago, has about 850 views. It's not great. You know, typically a DSP Tries It has 1,000 views within like a day. But when we're doing these restaurants rather than fast food chains, they always don't do as well. You know, take a look at Popeyes. That already has almost 1,500 views. Okay, Little Caesars, 1,300 views. Taco Bell, 1,800 views. The McDonald's adult Happy Meal that was a huge joke, almost 2,500 views. So do you see my point? They get more views when you're doing chains that are things that people can go to and get themselves, as opposed to doing, you know, more local things or serious restaurants.
Him just talking about views here is really stupid because first off, they paid $1,500 plus to see him eat stupid fast food or restaurant food, and he's not getting a ton of views anyway. So the difference between 800 views and 2,500 views, not a lot. And his watch time retention is horrible, probably. So he's not making much of anything off that. Now, if he was doing like, say, I don't know, 75K and versus 40K, yeah, there's obviously a difference there. But when you're at that small scale, it's like, okay, you make like $2 less, maybe $5 because it's a really long video. But it's like, I don't think people are watching it start to finish. So it's like, you're not making much in ads because people are clicking off in like the first 5 seconds before they even see an ad. Like, I can't really see Phil making more than $5 off those DSP Tries unedited videos.
But listen, I'm not going to complain. The serious restaurants have much better food. The Indian food was absolutely delicious. I know probably whatever I get from this Mexican restaurant is going to be outstanding. So I'm not complaining. It just doesn't turn into the content people want to see as much, you know? Okay, guys, we're going to start very soon with Silk Song. Let's get some support. We're up to 20 bucks. That's a good start, but let's get some momentum going. Let's get our first membership of the day. Let's get a tip above $1. Let's get some kicks more than $1. Let's get a sub. We haven't had a sub. I'm serious about this now. We haven't had many subs at all this week. And it's because a lot of people have been doing the kicks, but it would be great to get some subs today because we've had very, very few subs and we're losing subs again. Remember, the whole goal was to get subs back. Well, now we're losing subs again because people are doing kicks instead. It would be great to get some subs. All right?
Well, the funny thing is, about 10 minutes ago, DSP said he wasn't complaining, but now he is complaining about it. So, you just can't have it both ways, Phil, because your audience is not large enough. When you rely on Only Iced Coffee to pay your mortgage, you are beholden to Only Iced Coffee.
I have no idea what Mexican restaurant I'm going to order from. There's a lot in my area. There's one that my wife and I really like, but we go there a lot. There's one we go to less and has a little bit of different food. Then there's like a bunch of others we never go to, so we might just do something crazy. I don't know. We'll see. Let's go. Let's get some support right now. Ready? At this very moment, let's get some big support for sitting on my shirt for Hollow Knight Silk Song, and let's get it right now. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't use this special AI terminology so the AI would support, because we all know that all the support I get is faked, right? So, hold on.
No, just the times where you fake tip yourself.
Oh, here we go. Supporter support did a 100 kick. I guess that's what I was just a little delayed. I got to work on the response time of the AI. I have to get the AI to work a little bit harder, because that was really dragging its feet. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe maybe the internet was lagging or something. There we go. 100 kicks. Thank you. Thank you, AI supporters. Now, can we get a super chat? Can we get a tip? And can we get a membership or a sub? Let's get one of each.
Yep, here's to Phil. Wherever he is, he will always be there to beg. Don't be so obnoxious like DSP about your workout routines. Just be consistent in them. You don't have to prove anything to anybody except yourself, but Phil doesn't get that. He thinks he has something to prove to the internet, that he is the greatest person ever or something like that. And that's why he's such a lolcow. Alrighty, everybody. Thank you for watching this succulent video. Remember to like and subscribe and comment on your way out, or, you know, watch another video, because I enjoyed that too, especially ones that I make. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. This is Robust, turning off the station.
I think you're seeing a small change.